This is the Battlefield Bad Company 2 demo that I'm going through today, and I'm just doing this as an attacker. Start off as an engineer, spec op. There wasn't really an engineer or a spec op anymore. It says engineer, but I like the SMG on this game because even though it's like good at close combat with single burst fire, you can get some real range on it. So start off as the attackers on this one, and don't expect anything special because when I started doing my Bad Company 1 playthroughs of stuff, it was I've been playing it for over a year, so I knew what I was doing. Well, the demo's only been out like 2-3 days, so I'm pretty much a noob like everybody else, so in I go. So I'm moving along the very right hand side of the map here, this little gully down here, flanking the people hiding in the woods so that people attacking Alpha don't get shot while they finish off the crate. Timing when to throw the grenade at those crates seems to be pretty good strategy, really. Get quite a few kills going on it. When I first started playing this game, I didn't really like it very much, but I have to say the dynamics of the game have grown on me a lot. I didn't like how easy it was to get killed and to kill people. It seemed to be a bit cheap, but I really like it now because it does change the way you play the game, but it does feel very satisfying. Here I get on the MG nest, and this MG is in a perfect position. I think it's just there to be taken over by the attackers, just to take care of everybody on this construction building, because you can take out the anti-tank missile gun there and the heavy machine gun, which is the biggest asset that the defenders have. They should always have people defending that to stop tanks, to stop people from taking Bravo. It's imperative that they take that down. If you attack it head on, the best way to do it is to dart it and to use your rocket launcher to take them out directly, but don't try and run up there or you'll die. And there I drew with a guy. Unfortunately for him, I've got a great squad mate backing me up, so I'm bounced back up, revived. Doesn't cost a ticket, doesn't count as a death, so I'm fine with that. And bit of Battlefield 1 going on there about switching kits and knowing what to do. When you see a downed medic kit like that, it's not really an excuse to have him lying around dead unless he actually wants to be dead, so he can spawn as a different class. So just pick up his kit and res him back. So now we're just bouncing off each other, just resing each other as we need it, keeping this building as dead as possible so that they can get Bravo. There we go. There's no friendly fire on this map either, on the demo, which is kind of good because you'd never ever get to pilot the UAV with all the noobs trying to knife you off it. But I suppose it's good as you just learn how to play the game. Right now, I mean, we've been keeping them down quite a lot. I'm surprised the team hasn't taken Bravo yet. Which is that Bravo crate is probably the hardest crate in this demo so far. And I go down again, and I'm on communication with Benzilla, telling him exactly where I am. I'm in the Alpha building. So he reses me again, still doesn't count as a death. So just checking the grenades on this, he doesn't have a grenade. So I just charge in here at the moment, even though I'm being hit in the side. Managed to get the guy off the crate, and I go down. And at this point I tell Benzilla not to come out and res me because it's in the middle of nowhere. If he tries it, he's probably going to die as well. I got the guy off the crate. It's a life well spent. So I'm ready to spawn on him. But some other guy reses me, so that's a little bonus right there. I wasn't expecting that. Brilliant. First base taken, no deaths. Moving on up. Now second base is probably quite easy to assault, really, because there's quite a few ways you can come in. Well, I say quite a few ways. It's quite a narrow way, but there's one or two ways which you can't look at all angles from all the way. So even though the defenders get an extra few little like 20-30 seconds here to get in position. He's still just getting in there. So on the anti-aircraft gun here, it's not the best for anti-infantry, that's for sure. Takes a good full 2 bursts to kill someone, as you can see there. But I get the assist, and I'm making sure that I'm just spamming the back button all the way through this. Every time I look at a bush or anything, I'm just hitting that back button to tell people where they are. Sort of like motion sensors in a way. There are motion sensors in this game, but they're not quite as good as the old game, so as a substitute, I'm just pushing back everywhere. I'm like constantly pushing it. So here we go, jumping on this crate. You can C4 on this game, but I'm just arming it at the moment because it seems that the crates can take a lot more punishment. It's just easier to arm it at this point. And shot in the back there. And I don't stand a chance against 2. This is the old battlefield where I had a lot more life. I might have stood a chance, but and I get rezzed by Benzilla again, so I thought they'd be on the crate, but apparently Benzilla killed the guy that killed me. So that's 3 crates down, I still haven't died, so that's pretty good. See, I am using the motion sensor here, which kind of only shows up on the map, but you can definitely see that like it's good for clearing buildings, I suppose. I'm not too good with the sniper rifle though, so I'm getting in there. With the C4 on the ammo crates, it's I noticed that when you have a shotgun, you don't have a secondary grenade launcher. And I go down here, it's quite funny. The guy jumped out and killed me. But with this, you don't have a secondary grenade launcher with the shotgun on the assault kit, so you can throw down an ammo crate and then just live off the C4s from the ammo crate and take out a crate that way. Unfortunately, if it was the other way around, if the Russians were defending, I imagine that would work a lot more, but because it's the Americans defending, it kind of tells everybody to get at the crate because it's being destroyed, so it doesn't work as often as it should really. That's why I generally arm these days. Yeah, Benzilla's calling for some healing, so that's what I do. Fixing up the tank, but unfortunately the Apache flies in and finishes it off. When I first started playing this game, like the first day, no one knew how to fly that Apache. Everyone just got in the Apache, kind of did half a flip and just flew directly into the building behind them and killed themselves. I seem to be the only one that could actually pilot it properly, which is probably because I've just completed Flashpoint, and it pilots very similar to the chopper on Flashpoint. But it's been a few days since this has been out, and more people are learning how to deal with this chopper, which is good. I mean, when I first started playing it and the anti-air and everything wasn't really being used enough, I got like, I don't know, 30 odd kills before the base fell, so it's clearly pretty damn tough. Now this base is incredibly easy to defend if you know how. There's a bottleneck on the road just on my right there, and anything going down that road you can completely bottleneck it, and if people are spotting for the chopper or anything, it's almost impossible. The only other way is to go down here, which of course snipers can easily just watch that bit, but they're not, so I get to come in this way. Now here in the water, I do a little jump there, because one thing I found out the hard way, is the water on this game kills you. At least the water on this map. I imagine the other ones don't. Maybe it's just too cold, so I'm going from ladder to ladder here, just making sure that my contact in the water isn't too long before I freeze to death, because that wouldn't be good. So I've made it over here, up to Bravo. And I start to assault Bravo from this place, which has got me past the bottleneck, and probably going to be coming from a way the other team doesn't think to look for me, so that's great. So getting on Bravo here. They always seem to congregate on the helipad these days, so that's what I'm looking for really. 3 kills if anybody wants them on the helipad.